group of villagers in Herefordshire are at the heart of a rebellion which could revolutionise the way we're governed. The people of Wellington Heath may only have an empire made up of a pub and a church, but that hasn't stopped their bid to be self-sufficient.
Wellington Heath is a remote Herefordshire village standing high above Ledbury town. For some strange reason, this neck of the woods is better known as Monkey Island, a nickname as bizarre as some of the goodly souls who live here. Now, in sense that we may lose our British passports for a new common market one, they've declared UDI. Now Monkey Island is an independent state in the heart of Britain. The Farmers' Arms is the village parliament, and here the breakaway committee discuss matters relating to their independence. It's all quite extraordinary.
We're going to have to do something quickly. I suggest we get on the telephone to the White House and see whether or not we can get an acceptance so that we can go into UDI with the First President and do the job properly.
Yes, the army is ready. I mean, the 4 members of the army, the 2 bicycles, the tandem and the small skateboard with the jet-propelled nuclear reactor on board, that's ready. The only thing is, of course, we have to sharpen the pitchforks.
Yes. You're cutting yourself adrift from the country. The government, Mrs. Thatcher, should be furious at this.
Well, we haven't had any response from Mrs. Thatcher at all yet, either adverse or complimentary, but we're not too concerned about that. We're somewhat dissatisfied with the undemocratic decisions that are being made on our behalf. There's going to be a new European passport, which is a different colour, which is against all the traditions of the UK. So we are issuing our own passport, which will be in the traditional blue cover. We've got our own flag.
National anthem.
We've got our own national anthem.
It sounds vaguely familiar to me.
Well, it is loosely based on a well-known tune. We've rewritten the words to it, but we think it's great.
Mighty viaducts constructing Monkey Island dreams. Dreams of jacket sheets and wellies, four-wheel drive.
Everyone thoroughly enjoying their new independence. Main government policy now is to raise as much as they can for charity. That's the sort of people they are down in Monkey Island.
Friends and the swan neighbours, we your heritage inherit, Monkey Island dreams. All right.
Best of luck.
The Midlands village which is to go it alone.
Well, forecasts that the Midlands is said to be Britain's boom region have led to widespread controversy today. It's become clear that by no means all Tory MPs share such optimism, and we'll be assessing the extent of their worries in a moment. Perhaps predictably, opposition MPs are deeply sceptical, with several now expecting at least short-term recession as high interest rates are felt in industry, in the shops and at home. So what was the mood? And good luck to Donna. Now then, 3 days into 1989, and tonight political controversy is rocking Hereford and Worcester. In the highways and byways and tea rooms of that usually most tranquil of counties, the new year has witnessed a political earthquake. Thankfully, no reports of any bloodshed yet. But they've declared independence in, well, John Yates has been to the front line.
The tiny hamlet of Wellington Heath, population about 250, certainly mentioned in the Doomsday Book, probably even before then. In the dying hours of 1988, they declared the independent state of Monkey Island. Reaction from Westminster was swift and predictable.
It was one of extreme alarm, but now I'm here and I've joined them. There is a hope that they may appoint me their plenipotentiary at Westminster, so I'm hopeful.
Today there's calm on the streets of Britain's latest kingdom. Superficially, life goes on as it has done for hundreds of years. But from now on, it'll be slightly more difficult to get into Monkey Island. You will have to produce one of these, a passport. It's been known unofficially as Monkey Island since Victorian times. It took its name from the railway scaffolders who squatted there. The New Year coup was in protest against plans for the introduction to the UK of a European passport. If there's a counter-move, Monkey Islanders say they're prepared.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Seems to be in order, sir.
Thanks very much.
Would you like to pass underneath?
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We've got our own defence force. We've got 3 men, a boy, 1 bike and a tandem. So we feel we're pretty well equipped.
You're a pretty formidable force, really.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yes, indeed, we are.
They've begun printing their own Monkey Island currency. They've asked President Reagan to become head of state when he finds more time on his hands. Today it was a stand-in who inaugurated the island's first mystery tour. Of course, there's method even in this landlocked madness. The formation of Monkey Island signalled the start of a year's fundraising events for charity. They've even appointed their own Chancellor of the Exchequer. How difficult has it been to balance the books?
Oh, not difficult at all, because these are early days yet. And we have had no difficulty in getting rid of what surplus we have had.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's business in the Star Chamber.
The ruling Star Chamber say they'd like their own seat of Parliament. Until then, the Farmers' Arms will just have to do. The local MP may have been converted, but will his boss at number 10 be as easy a pushover?
Well, at the moment, we're keeping her in the dark. You see, we're not quite sure. I mean, you never know. She's a person of very strong mind, as the nation knows. Now, she could like Monkey Island. On the other hand, she could decide that it needs to be suppressed. I want to break the news myself, and I'm going to do it gently after, hopefully, she's had a nice Christmas and New Year when we get back next week. Gentle treatment, I think, is the answer here.
Residents of Monkey Island say they're looking forward to 1989 with confidence. If the Iron Lady does take up arms against them, they'll just have to find a chimp in her armour.
A look at the weather now. Tonight's picture.
Oh, here's the summary. Good morning from Pebble Mill. After overnight rain, it'll be